Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Laquita and I am a certified medical coder. I have 3 certifications from the AAPC, a CPC, a COC, and a CRC, all from the AAPC organization. I have been a medical coder for 5 years now. I get questions all the time about how do you get CPC certified? How do you get a CPC certification? You can find all of this information directly from the AAPC. Through the AAPC website, it explains everything you need in order to get CPC certified. How to get CPC certified? The Certified Professional Coder, the CPC credential, is the most recognized medical coding certification in the healthcare industry. And that is true. It's like the gold standard. Typically, when someone comes into the medical coding industry and they want to get certified, the certification that most get first is the CPC certification. Your checklist to becoming a certified professional coder. So this list is basically what they're saying. This is everything that you need to cover in order to become CPC certified. Step 1, prepare for the exam. To prepare for the CPC exam, you can choose classroom training. So you can get classroom training outside of the AAPC. You do not have to go through the AAPC to get training to sit for the CPC exam. Step 2, to become an AAPC member and schedule your CPC exam. In order to have the ability to even schedule an exam through the AAPC, you must be a member of the AAPC, and that comes with a cost. And that cost you must pay yearly. To become a member of the AAPC, it costs $205 a year as of today. So it says individual, meaning you are not a student of the AAPC. You didn't sign up for a course with the AAPC. Student, $140. All the benefits of individual membership. An AAPC student is enrolled in an AAPC certification course. Okay. Now, step 3, after you have, of course, received your training, you must pass the CPC exam. So let's talk about the exam. It tests your ability to apply CPT HCPCS Level 2 and ICD-10-CM diagnosis codes. The CPC exam now consists of just 100 multiple choice questions. It used to be 150 questions, but that has now changed. So you are now expected to make at least a 70% score by only answering 100 questions. Moving on to step 4, upgrade your CPC-A apprentice to CPC, verifying your experience. Now, this is important. Perk your ears up. This is important. What is a CPC-A? A CPC-A and a CPC are not the same credential. A CPC is a certified professional coder, meaning I have the experience. A CPC-A certification means I do not have the experience. You are new to the industry. That's what that means. Here it goes on to explain what do you need in order to get the A removed from your CPC certification. So the options are, it says 2 years of on-the-job experience using the CPT, ICD-10-CM, or HCPCS Level 2 codes. This would apply to someone who is already working in the industry. They don't have a medical coding certification. They go sit for the exam. They pass the exam. They already have 2 years on the job experience. When they get their certificate from the AAPC, it's going to say CPC. It will not have the A on the end because they have already fulfilled their experience by having 2 years on the job experience using CPT, ICD-10-CM, or HCPCS Level 2 codes. I have a friend who got certified as a medical coder with a CPC certification. She worked as a medical biller. Guess what? Her employer wrote the letter for her to send to the AAPC that she already had 2 years of experience on the job using CPT, ICD-10-CM, or HCPCS Level 2 codes. And you see it says or. So if you're working as a medical biller and you have on-the-job experience looking at just ICD-10-CM, you need to have your employer write that letter. It says to show proof, you must obtain and submit 2 letters of recommendation verifying 2 years of on-the-job experience using the specified code sets. One of the 2 letters must be from your employer or company letterhead. The second letter may come from a colleague. It says your experience as well can include time you have coded for a previous employer or prior to certification. Another option is completion of at least 80 contact hours of coding preparation course equates with 1 year of coding experience. So let that sink in real quick. It said that 80 contact hours of coding preparation course equates with 1 year of coding experience. That still leaves 1 year, because it says you remain an apprentice until you fulfill the 2-year experience requirement, at which time you will submit proof of meeting the requirement. I'm going to break this down. If you have 1 year experience of using CPT, ICD-10, or HCPC level 2 codes, you go take a course and you have completion of at least 80 contact hours of a coding preparation course, this equates to 1 year. You're already working as a billing specialist or something like that, and you have experience using one of these code sets. Guess what you're going to do? You're going to still get these letters here. You're going to submit that to the AAPC, and you're going to have proof that you did at least 80 hours with a coding preparation course. Guess what? After you pass that exam, you are going to get a certificate that's going to read CPC, not CPC-A. The third option, it says completion of the CPC-A Practical Code online program. There is something that you can purchase through the AAPC called Practical Code. Let's look it up. So here, it is a fee for it. So it's called Practical Code. Elevate your expertise with Practical Code. You can do this, do Practical Code. You're going to pay for it. It's going to cost you money, and that will help you get that A off your certification. So if you complete Practical Code, you have no experience, meaning you have no experience applying none of these code sets at all. You're going to sign up for Practical Code. If you decide to do that, once you complete that, you're going to go from a CPC-A to a CPC, just like that. All right. The last thing we're going to go over is now you're certified. You're certified now. And it says step 5, maintain certification through continuing education units. And you're like, what is that? Okay. It says medical codes and healthcare regulations changes rapidly. It's crucial for medical codes to stay on top of these changes. This requires continuing education. To demonstrate current knowledge and expertise, a CPC must fulfill and submit 36 CEUs every 2 years. CEUs are available through AAPC, often at low or no cost, and through approved vendors. So yes, you will have to get these CEUs every 2 years to keep your credentials up to date. This may be a drag. You may not like this, but this is standard in the healthcare industry. Even nurses have to do this for their credentials. They have to get CEUs also. Medical coders, we are not exempt from having to do CEUs. The more certifications you have, the more CEUs you're going to have due. Right here, it says 36 CEUs every 2 years if you have one certification. For 2, 40. For 3, 44. I have 44 CEUs due every 2 years. 4, you need 48, and for 5 or more, you need 52. I hope that I helped to break this down for you where you understand. Congratulations to you in advance who are going to go out and start their career in medical coding and get CPC certified. And what I will tell you is just trust your knowledge and always be willing to do your research. And things change all the time. It's going to always be changing. You're going to always have to keep learning. You're going to have to always know that things are not going to always stay the same. You may be used to coding something a certain way, and then all of a sudden it changes. And you got to get out of that mindset of not thinking robotic, because sometimes we tend to get robotic. We're just, oh, GERD, K219. You just know it. And all of a sudden, a code that you've been coding for 3 years, all of a sudden it changes. And it changes to something else. You have to adjust and adjust to those changes. Coding clinic and all of that. I know some of you're like, what is coding clinic? You'll understand once you get into the industry what that means. But things change all the time in this industry, and you must be willing to research and you must be willing to learn. I hope that you all enjoyed this video, and I will see you all in the next one.